back to part 4 of history chapter number 2 from trade to territory. In the previous videos we saw that how Britishers they entered our country, how they started capturing our country. Their only motive was however to only trade, but gradually when they started facing competitions they were challenged and so they led down to the way of battles. In the way of battles they also went through a lot of new systems like the paramountcy and all. In this part 4 video we will understand about one more policy, that is the setup of administration. In this setting up of administration, Warren Hastings, as you can see, had the most significant role to play. British territories were now divided into administrative units, and these administrative units were called presidencies. We had 3 presidencies under the British territories, that was Bengal Presidency, Madras Presidency and Bombay Presidency. All these presidencies, they were ruled by a governor each, and the governor general was the supreme head of all of the presidencies. Warren Hastings was the first governor general. He introduced administrative reforms in various spheres, the one of which was the sphere of justice. In the sphere of justice, he introduced from 1772 that every district will now have 2 courts, civil court and criminal court. Under the criminal court, Qazi and Mufti had made some laws, some Indian laws, according to which the country was now to be governed. Okay, but however, the criminal court was also controlled by the European collector, that is the Britishers. In civil court, Maulvis and Pandits, they used to make the Indian laws, but were however controlled by the European collectors, that is the Britishers. The major problem with the court system was that Brahman Pandits, who were different from all of this Qazi and Muftis, Maulvis, Pandits, Brahman Pandits who were different had a problem with the working of the Indian laws, because they had a different understanding or interpretation of Indian laws according to Dharma Shastra. So, a group of 11 Pandits were then asked to make a digest of Hindu laws in 1775. Later on, in 1778, Code of Muslim Law was also made. A new Supreme Court was also established under the Regulating Act of 1773. Court of Appeal was also set up in Calcutta. Now, all of this in each district was totally in control of the collector. This collector worked in his office and the office was called Collectorate. Then, coming on to the next topic, that is the company army. Mughal army, the previous armies or the outdated past armies, had only cavalry and infantry trained in archery and use of sword. This means that the previous army was only consisted of cavalry, that is people who ride on horses, and infantry, that is the soldiers that are on ground without any horses. All these fighters or soldiers, as you may say, were only good at archery and sword, that is the use of talwar. However, this system soon got changed under the British administration, that is the company. This changed when Awadh and Banaras took peasants and trained them as soldiers. We have seen in the previous videos that how Awadh got captured by the Britishers. That is when in Awadh and Banaras, the Britishers, they started now taking up peasants, okay, or the common public, and they started bringing them to the camp and started training them as the soldiers. War technology had now changed. Cavalry was no more important. Infantry was also armed with musket and matchlocks, that is guns. By the 19th century, soldiers went through training, drills, disciplines. However, the caste feelings and the community feelings in the whole process was ignored to an extent. So, that gave rise to certain problems. The company had controlled over 63% territories and 78% of the population before this problem started taking place. After that, the company gradually started losing its importance and its power, and it led to a change which finally led to the revolt of 1857. Thank you.